I'm sorry I cannot be with you in person today in the European Parliament. I would like to start by saying thank you for taking your time and noticing the problem. My name is George and I am 25 years old, living in Romania. I was diagnosed with gastric cancer almost 3 years ago. Looking back at my personal journey of diagnosis and treatment, I wish national authorities would have moved faster in approving new medicine. So far, I have completed 58 rounds of chemotherapy and immunotherapy, and when I first began treatment for my type of cancer, FOLFOX was the standard of care treatment in Romania, while nivolumab was already being used in clinical trials in some European countries. I could not access nivolumab in Romania at that time. Months passed and I developed a tolerance to FOLFOX and had to move on to new lines of treatments, missing out on a very potent immunotherapy. As time passed, my cancer metastasized even more. I went on paclitaxel and then irinotecan. In other European countries, irinotecan was already being used with bevacizumab, a very potent tumor-starving drug. Again, this drug is still not approved by the authorities in Romania. I had to source and procure this treatment myself off-label. The drug cut the blood supply to many tumors and completely destroyed many of them. I won a lot of precious time due to bevacizumab. Now, I am hopeful about a clinical trial testing a combination of telatinib with pembrolizumab, very potent immunotherapies, currently enrolling for clinical trials in the United States, already showing promising results in patients who are undergoing treatment. However, again, these treatments are not approved by national authorities. They will be after a few years, but can I afford to wait? Can others like me afford to wait? The disease is tackled on a monthly basis, sometimes weekly. We have to wait for bureaucracy to do its things for years. Simply means losing lives. The support system I have, my family, friends and doctors who are working overtime to make sure I have the best treatment out there, need to be supported by proper policy making. We have to move fast and we must stay ahead of the disease. When I first went to the Oncological Institute in 2020, there were maybe 1 or 2 kids under 20 years old. Now, half of the patients are young adults, having their lives sabotaged by the disease. We simply cannot wait anymore. The disease is changing, but the treatments are changing as well. So the policymakers and bureaucracy must change. The disease is always one step ahead of us, and our procedures cannot stop us. We are on the very edge of breakthrough treatments. It's no longer a matter of buying time. We are now talking about personalized immunotherapies that flip survival rates completely. I sincerely hope this meeting will accelerate your work on greater awareness of this disease amongst everyone, and I mean everyone, including young people. Better diagnosis, so cancers like mine can be spotted early. And last but not least, accessible treatment options for everyone. I have been told the European institutions make cancer a priority, and that no one should be discriminated based on where they live in the European Union. Well, I can tell you from my personal experience, we are very far away from that. As is now, depending on where you live, if your country approves treatments or not, determines your chances. As a minimum, we should make clinical trials available to all European citizens. Without bureaucracy, hurdles delaying access, this could save my lives and many others. Things have changed a lot in the past years and will change dramatically in the following years. However, it is up to policymakers to make this happen in 1, 2 years or a decade. And this year gap is what will make the difference for many patients that might not catch the day of revolutionary treatments because they were simply not yet approved. We must speed things up. Thank you.